In the coming down to your purpose of life, you are yet to discover your purpose of life. You are yet to live your purpose of life. When you begin to know your purpose of life, you'll be really happy, fulfilled. You are not exactly happy and fulfilled now. That's the point. Because you have not yet discovered your soul purpose. Everybody has got a soul purpose. When he comes to that soul purpose, then only he will be happy and fulfilled.
Very good morning, friends. Happy morning and good afternoon and good evening. Welcome back. And today is day 37, I believe. And Chandra sir is going to talk today, and he will be taking over. And we have some announcements, but I'm going to do the announcements in between. So Chandra sir, please take over.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. Everybody will eventually come into their purpose. That's what Patricia was saying. It may not be obvious in the beginning when we are more into the survival. And so we come into meditation, we slowly come to understand nothing to fear about, nothing to plan too much about. When you get to that understanding, then our purpose starts getting revealed to us of what is it that I must do that makes my life very meaningful. Here in Des Moines, Iowa, a group of, small group of masters, many of them homemakers, just decided that we're going to hold a meditation summit. I have an extra friend today. So they just decided that we must do a meditation summit, a place where there are hardly meditators that you can count on fingers. They're living their purpose. For them, it did not matter how many people will come, what will happen. All they wanted was they love doing the very thought of a meditation summit. And so they loved it, and so they just want to simply go and show up there. dream about it, imagine about it, talk to people door to door, doesn't matter. But they just wanted to do it, and they did. They had more than 100 people show up. Because they are simply living their purpose, and so it didn't matter who is there, not there. When you are living your purpose, you are empowered. You're empowered to do things, and you are deeply satisfied about whatever that you're doing. You will know it. If whatever that little things that we create have a purpose, a specific purpose is there. For every little thing we create has a purpose, then we ask that question, what about me? Do I have a purpose then? If every little thing I create, and if this little pen has a purpose, then should this human body, the intelligent body that we are created with so much of intelligence, would it not have a purpose? We earn for living, that's there. But then you do something more to be deeply satisfied. I'm sure Lata Madam is living a purpose. Figured that something else is giving her joy and happiness. It could be going into inner, it could be helping others. But we all know it is beyond potentially our simple work. But a lot of times it could be aligning to that work as your purpose when you know that that's what you live and die for. You love it. Meditation most certainly is helping us to remove all the clutter from the mind of what are unnecessary. Things that are unnecessary keeps getting dropped off. And so then what remains is the essence of things that you do, which makes you very, very joyful. In the 5 circles that we talk about PQ and IQ and EQ and MQ and then SQ, a big circle is there. Spiritual quotient is about elevated understanding. It's also making our life a lot more meaningful. If I signed up, I'm an actor, signed up for a movie, and I've taken up a job role in an organization. Now, taken up as a role to do, let's say, designing, but you go there and then you end up wasting all the time, dabble here, dabble there, play politics, do this, do that. And you don't do that work. You're doing politics because you're trying to manage people. You're in survival oriented. You're saying, how to save my job? How do I butter people so that I get to some extra hike? In the process, you completely, even though you had a great interest to design, but then you completely left that. And so you come home, you go to friends and say, yeah, you know what, I'm just compelled, and so that's why I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I really don't enjoy, but I'm just doing it anyway. The sweetness of life for that entire time that you're there at workplace is lost because you just are simply dragging yourself for doing it. You wanted to do design, but you don't do the design anymore. So now not only you're not happy, but the people around you are also not happy because they are not able to deliver what they need to do. When you don't live your purpose right, then the other characters that are there around you also are not able to live their purpose right. So we develop consequence. Not fulfilling a purpose also has a consequence. First of all, recognizing there is a purpose, that if everything in the entire universe has purpose, then I do have a purpose. If any master giving you guidance that there's no purpose, then perhaps then they're misleading you. They will pay for the consequence of misleading. It's common sense that an intelligent human body cannot simply come and then, just study, get houses, produce kids, and then say, then settle them down or something like that. And basically what? And then say, my life is over. That's not necessarily the purpose. That's what everybody's doing. We'll also do it then. Purpose then is to, dear friends, to two things. One is to make a unique value addition. Through us, there is a value addition that happens to people. A value that you create to people. You are creating something that absorbs something, adds value. On one side. And second, another side, you're very, very, very satisfied in doing that and then fulfilling that role. You're satisfied. These two conditions have to be met. You're adding a unique value to somebody or something. And then you're very satisfied about it. And this advanced meditation retreat came. Our masters, Venu flew from St. Louis, and another man flew from Albany. Both of them were there helping, writing ID cards, giving badges, and then doing a few things and supporting them. And then Master Sudarshan drove from Sacramento. So they all together were enjoying whatever the little thing that they were doing. Sri Devi Madam did some work. And so then they are, number one, adding something unique. A meditation retreat, a few things need to be taken care, they were taking care uniquely. And they're very satisfied. Then you say, yes, you're living a purpose. We have a US board. Ramesh, Karthik sir, and then Sridevi madam. They all have day jobs. They do their day jobs, but then they are very joyfully enabling a lot of work here. They might love their day job, and so then they're living a part of the purpose there. But sure enough, how can you take extra time, overtime, and this and that to be able to go beyond your comfort zone and make things happen, because you're uniquely enabling meditation. That's something that they have that others do not have around them. And so then they're able to give that. Yet they enjoy that very process, even though they take away time from their valuable time from their life, but they're contributing to it. So they're happy about it. If they're cribbing in while giving their 2 hours or 3 hours of time on a daily basis or whatever, then they wouldn't be living their purpose. They wouldn't even stay in it. They recognize that this is what gives me joy. Seeing the joy in others is what gives me joy. Seeing that independence in others gives me greater joy. Because meditation enables others to become independent. Not only joyful, but become independent. That means be on your own. Anything else will not make them to be on their own. They're going to make you dependent. You want to make them depend on you in doing anything else. So purpose then, dear friends, is identified when we are deeply happy about what we do, while it has a unique value addition. Uniqueness, that means things that others don't have that you are able to give. I can teach English. I can teach computers. I can just set houses clean. I can, of course, teach meditation. I can organize programs. I can teach meditation leadership. Many, many things I can do, but which one should I do? What is unique? I can teach leadership sitting in Visakhapatnam as my hometown, sitting along with my mom. Or I can teach to leadership or share what I know to leadership across the globe, where I'm culturally used to. What should I be doing then? What's my unique purpose? My uniqueness is what is already given to me in my life. being able to connect with leadership across the globe and give meditation, not computers degree, because computers, there are so many people out there. Until that time, I didn't have meditation, and it's true, which is what I was doing. When I got the meditation so much into me, then that's what I started giving to the leadership across the globe as my uniqueness. I can do in Visakhapatnam, but then my entire 25 years of career where I've been traveling, connecting to various leadership across the board, then would be waste. There are many who can connect to leadership in Visakhapatnam, but then if you are connecting to people across, you come to Iowa, you connect people here, understand the local situation, talk in their language. You go somewhere else, you talk in their language. It comes to you. So it is given to you. A medical doctor having a lot of experience, connecting to many, many people out there, naturally when they learn meditation, their unique value becomes the meditation to all of them that are there, because many people don't have meditation, which makes them independent, that you deeply enjoy. So purpose can be figured out, and then meditation will help us to naturally oscillate and gravitate towards things that make us happy. Let me put up a few charts. Today we're doing a little different. So I'm going to talk about this before meditation, and then we'll go into meditation, dear friends. Okay. And so, let's see here. How do you see? Okay, so this may be better view. That when we see screen side by side.
The top and in between, sir.
Okay, I see. Maybe it
Yeah.
should be side by side my view. So Mahatma Gandhi's purpose of life is saying that is to know yourself. I never thought until I read this quote from him in a letter to somebody he wrote. Purpose is to know yourself. He's a great master. And that's why is that if you look at all spiritual masters, they tell you know yourself. Who are you? If you know yourself, then you'll do the right thing for yourself. If I know who I am and what I'm there for, then automatically I'll do the right thing, right? What my capabilities are, where I'm coming from, where am I going? So then automatically you'll know what to do. That's all. We just figure out and say, who am I? How many lifetimes I've taken? What is my life experience? Where am I getting stuck? And what is my thought pattern like? What's my emotional pattern like? What's my past like? All of that gives me an idea that who am I? But he's saying to do this, boundless, selfless service is essential. The purpose is saying is to be in service. We're talking, yes, you do your meditation practice, your spiritual practice, all that you do, over and above, is there something that you can do during a wakeful times to be happy about? And it's saying do boundless, selfless service. Dalai Lamaji is echoing similar things. Purpose of life is to be happy, fine. But we desire contentment from the core of our being. And so the more we care for the happiness of others, the more we care for the happiness of others, the greater is our own sense of well-being. We're getting slide on the side as me, right? That's how it should be showing up. Maybe it's like that for YouTube, but not for the
So
Zoom.
the slide is in the center, sir, and your picture is coming on the top.
Yeah, but for you that way, I think it had been viewer view to see it. Okay, fine, that's okay then. But Deepak Chopra is saying, when you combine your ability to express your unique talent with service to humanity, saying something more. He's saying that when you combine your ability to express your unique talent with service to humanity, so he's echoing what Dalai Lamaji and Mahatma Gandhi is talking, but he's also saying something more. Your unique talent, I resonate with this deeply. We're all given something unique to express it. Nothing comes randomly to us. A law student and somebody who's worked in law, in the law field, that perhaps has gained a lot of clients. Some of them are doing locally, some of them are doing globally. They know their purpose at that point is to add unique talent and value they have. If they have a lot of money, they try to go in and then access all the connects and then see through them how to utilize and help others. If they have meditation, they know to all of them and through them, they'll be able to help as many people as possible. You will figure it out through them to more people or to them itself. But then you've got a unique talent of accessing certain regions, certain zones, certain people, certain situations. Now it becomes unique to you that others don't have. I don't have any law expertise. I don't have access to the law people, law colleges, or things that law is by default putting in front of certain type of people. All of that is what your access is. You got some specific knowledge. Being in law, you probably have very clear, articulate propositions. So maybe you can write well. Maybe you can frame policies. So then your uniqueness, when you know meditation, when you have specific talent, and they say, okay, this is what I enjoy most and want to give and love it. The uniqueness may be to draft policies for an organization like Buddha CEO and then help in taking its purpose forward. Patrizi is focused and emphasized on enlightenment. Is that everybody is here to enjoy life, entertain themselves in their mind activities, but enlighten themselves. When you know about yourself, enlightenment means knowing yourself. And so when you know about yourself, then automatically there's no suffering. When you don't have suffering and you know exactly what to do as intuitively, what is the right thing for you to do, you will do it. Every person must know themselves. This is what Mahatma Gandhi said as a purpose. He said, entertain yourself, enjoy yourself. So purpose, dear friends, is to apply our unique talent in service of others. Whatever is, if you are good at teaching, then see that you got this teaching skill. You may be in a job role, maybe simply doing back end some work, but you are very good at expression. So then you're readily taking up and saying, okay, I need to naturally go and then express and teach whatever that uniquely that I know, which gives me a lot of joy, uniquely that you know. You may be great at photography as a passion. And so then you start teaching photography. That's probably what you enjoy most compared to your field of finance, which you are simply doing it there. But you are good at, you're passionate about photography, and you know that your expression is teaching is great. And so teach photography to others. That will become your unique talent, uniquely being able to teach, number one, and then you have unique talent of photography passionate, put them together, you're very, very joyful and happy, sharing that knowledge to see that not many people go into their passion. That could be your purpose. It is there for everyone. So meditation, and so purpose can vary from time to time. What is today that you feel like doing may not be there tomorrow or 3 years later, because your environment changes, circumstances change, your talent changes from time to time. I was beautifully enjoying doing a lot of service work while I was doing my technical roles at Pyramid Valley. I was doing a lot of service work for years. For 5 years nonstop, I did intense amount of work. 2008 to 13. Intense amount of development work for Pyramid Valley as a meditation center development. Planning, construction, this, that. But then suddenly around 2013, something changed, and then same role, and every time I was going and enjoying the board meeting and this and that, I was not enjoying anymore. Instead, my attention shifted towards my business, and somewhere the calling came and said, it's okay now, done enough. Now you go into the business, focus on that. But then I still had the urge to do so. And so then I started serving by talking to CXOs about meditation, something that uniquely was there with me. The meditation path, which is I deeply enjoyed while I was doing my technical work, but it changed to the same meditation path. My service activity changed from doing construction and development and help to giving more scientific understanding to CXOs in one-on-one conversations. That lasted for a few years. It shifted. Same thing I was enjoying before, you're not enjoying anymore, writing an Excel spreadsheet of how much it costs, a project budgeting and all of that, not enjoying anymore. And so that changed to where I started sharing to CXOs in a way that they feel convinced to start their journey. It shifts. Later, it changed to teaching to corporate leaders when I was there at IBM. And then somewhere the same thing that I'm enjoying very much dearly for about 3 years, no longer is enjoying, trying to introduce the same to another group of leaders there. Instead, the calling was there that I need to start and then come together and then start Buddhasi Quantum Foundation, which it did. Because that's where the calling was there. So it varies from time to time. You're doing different things at different times. And it is okay. The common thread is same, that you are deeply satisfied with what you're doing, and then there is an intrinsic value you're adding to somebody in there. There has to be intrinsic value. Purpose varies from person to person. It may not be same. It is different from person to person. We know this. Everybody comes with uniquely. Somebody is good at writing, somebody is good at speaking, somebody is good at counseling, somebody is good at creating, somebody is good at disseminating information how to use. So the various roles we could create in organizations. We align to that thing that we feel have that unique talent to us. A lot of times, because of survival issues, we simply take a job, and then even though we don't fit in there, we just simply take it and it's there. And good 40% of life is spent at workplace. And you're not aligned to your talent. And so you're not productive, neither are you happy. So life goes on. And so you're not happy, you're not productive. And so then, time goes by, and then you look back and say that nothing you'll find interesting in your life. Simply spent. What to do? It's life, it's serious. I had to do it, and so I did it. Not necessarily a great way of living. But our meditation is helping us to gain the strength to change things in a way that you align to your core talent, whatever that is. You like travel, you like talk to people, then you move into sales role. It's not that comfortable. You're sitting down and going to office 8 to 5, come back, and of course you get some money. And so that may be a comfort zone. And then a sales role requires you to travel constantly, be looking at meeting different people. But if that's what you enjoy, that's what you go into. So an overarching purpose may be there for people like Raman Maharshi and Patriji, they learned very early, and Patriji actually, that happened much later. But some people maybe just figure this out right in the beginning when they're very, very young. And then they do that for a whole life, but not necessarily for everybody, and it is okay. It keeps changing from time to time. We feel to experience something else, and so then in that experience, we are satisfied. We're also giving contribution to somebody else. Contribution, making meaningful contribution to others is important. That's what makes us very satisfied with. So living in purpose means what? Then a few things that can help us to know, am I living in my purpose? Can I get some charger here? Number one, you are aligned with your inner calling. You took a decision based on intuition. So many people are already doing it. How many people here are making decisions, changing course in their life because you had a call, you felt that inner calling is there that said, this is what I have to do. I don't want to really do that writing job anymore. Instead, I want to go and then talk to people. I don't want to doing this computer job anymore. And I want to go and then do my music as a passion and pursue it. The second thing is that you're in the path of service. A lot of times your purpose is, you know your purpose when you're in the path of service. Third thing, generally you're living on your purpose. Service means you're helping others. You're trusting your work and the process. You're doing stuff. You're, let's say, working for a big conference to happen. You're working on it. And when you know you're in a purpose, when you don't chase things, you know that, yes, you are enjoying the moment in such a way that, you don't chase and say, okay, will it happen, not happen? Instead, of simply there in it. And then let the results speak for itself as and when it comes. You're not even bothered about results because you are enjoying the current process. The fourth thing is that, when do I know I'm living my purpose? Is when you move beyond your ego and limitation. You're not operating out of ego. You're not limiting, you're not out of fear, you're operating. You're doing things because it's joyful. You got to latch on to your entrepreneurial thing. You're not fearful anymore. You just go there and then you are living, you broke the limitation ceiling. You are going into this nonprofit and you no longer are thinking that I'm this big executive and then I have to have this thing or that. All those are not there. You move beyond your ego and are simply mixing with everybody, some junior person, this person, that person, an old person. You're sitting together and then simply merging with it. That you move beyond your ego and limitation where you're operating your life. Then you are living your purpose, dear friends. Another way to look at it, then your life is going smoothly. You're in a flow. Whatever you are thinking is happening to you. And a flow means that whatever you take up and you do, you forget time and space. You forget yourself. When you're doing in a preparation for marathon, doing this marathon work, you just completely forget. Time flies by. You don't even know where you are. And then you go for a meeting, 4 hours later, come out and still feel like, okay, so much energy is there. That's in a flow, you are there. That means you are in your purpose. Time flies by in whatever you're doing. Okay. So there are some ways you identify and say, yes, am I in my purpose? Of course. If in the path of service, in general, you are, and then you enjoy that. You don't do it because it's good. You're not raising it out intellectually. A lot of people donate money because it's good. But then they feel obligated. They feel like, oh, I have to give so much money again this month. You're not aligned. That's not necessarily serving a great deal because your energy is not that great. When the path of service means that you enjoy doing service, then you're fully there because you're adding value to somebody. Okay. So dear friends, how do I align to my current purpose? We say there are 3 ways. There may be many ways, but 3 ways. One is you tune into your heart, you tune into your inner voice. Second is when you're not clear, when you're not able to get clarity of what that inner voice is telling you, then you do meditation service. You take up meditation service. It's meditation service, not some other service. It's because meditation service is where you make somebody live their life to the grandest level. And you teach meditation and you enable somebody to meditate, when they transform their world, then they're living at the grandest version of themselves. So any other service that you do, it is only minimalistic, it's only temporary. You're not serving necessarily, and we'll talk about this later. But meditation service is make somebody independent, make somebody unlimited, make somebody very empathetic so that they are actually allowing others to live. 3 things happen. And so you're making somebody become the grandest version. And so then in the process, then that's essentially as good as it can get in service. And so when you do that, and we've seen it again and again, people take up that then in a few weeks and few months, they are finding what is that they really need to do. Go out and then go to they align to the true nature of what they want to do. Third thing is that you do something, you experiment. Listening to your heart and inner voice is saying that meditation by default is developing intuition. I would like to know here, please open the chat. How many people here are able to follow the intuition and then maybe change course with a job, become an entrepreneur, or completely change the roles, completely switch things, completely move to a new location? Or now you started while you're doing your job, but then you're actually now you started doing some extra activity, your passions that you kindle yourself, and then doing things that you really love. You feel like every day you're doing a meaningful contribution there. How many people have done that now? Meditation removes the clutter and making one more feelings driven, your heart knows. And so then you're able to strengthen your inner voice. And so then you're able to look into it. When I was there in IBM, towards about 2016, 2 years I loved my job. Everything was going great. And then suddenly, in the third year came in, somewhere there, the same thing I was doing before, not enjoying. There is something telling me from inside that, no, Chandra, it's time to move forward, do something differently. And that voice was becoming stronger, and then I listened to it. Is it right time? Should I be doing now, jumping now? In no hurry, but then that kept growing. And then it is also seen by your environment changing, and then you're not enjoying anymore. That voice is telling you time to leave, time to move on, time to do something different. Then again, there are many things in the voice. There are things in the mind is telling you now go and then take up a CEO role in another company and now start with then a VC, another venture. But then again, you tune in, and then none of them are giving me that satisfaction every time I further the thought of, okay, starting another company is not giving me the feelings. My heart center is not just, becoming excited. But the moment I thought about, okay, quitting and becoming doing full-time service, I was feeling great. And so then I listened to it over and over for a few weeks and then decided that this is the time that I quit and then join and then start something full-time into service. Something I was quite inspired about from Patri sir quite a bit. My younger brother is always doing it, Dr. GK. So your inner voice becomes stronger and stronger. You keep listening to it. When you don't enjoy things that are there, that are happening to you, listen to the voice and say, what is it? And then invariably, you're able to make that call when options are there in front of you. So this is one way that you are deciding and saying, and you don't enjoy what you're doing, time to make change, you ask questions, and then things will show up in front of you. But you're not that clear of what to do. And we're saying, do meditation service. This is a great way to current purpose. So many people come to the foundation, they do some work for some days, and then they find that, okay, in my workplace, I will go and then give meditation to a group of people. Or my company doing CSR work, I'll join that and then go and then do meditation service there. Or whatever, they'll find a way and then they'll go out and find. But then when they start doing, when you're not clear about what to do, just come and take up some service work. It gives you clarity in a few weeks to months. And so then you go back and align. It gives the strength and courage. When you start doing that, why did it happen? So exactly, we don't know. When you come to do meditation service, and then a few weeks to months later, they're finding and saying, sir, I find my dream job. I'm going there. And they're very, very happily there. That clarity comes just by doing service where you are in doing a lot of meditation, a lot of wisdom, a lot of an understanding from others. Many problems disappear when you start doing service because you understand empathetically other situations. So then you have more clarity, and so you start to suddenly find yourself, know what is that you need to do. You have the clarity. This is the second thing that we encourage people to do. A third thing, dear friends, is to do something. As Bernard Shaw said, a life spent making mistakes is more honorable than doing nothing. Bhagavad Gita says, karma is better than akarma. Do something. Don't be in a paralytic state. Oh, I don't know this, oh, that one, I don't know, this one is not safe, that one is not safe. Do nothing by thinking too many things. But that's not how it goes. And so the third thing is always try new, bring newness, seek newness into life by jumping in to do something. You're not clear about 5 things. You don't know if you start the business is great, or you want to start a meditation center is great, and you want to go and then put your resources towards a nonprofit. You don't know. Take up one thing out of those many and then do iteration. Jump in. Your intention is important that, okay, I would like to go and then contribute to the world out there. The thing that are established is that serving others with your unique talent is your purpose. Serving others is there an underlying theme by default. Whether it could be a product creation, it could be direct meditation service, could be something, but serve others with unique talent. And so when you're doing it, you filter areas that take you into flow. And basically, you ask yourself what is important if you are to live only for an year. And so it gives you ideas about prioritizing. You prioritize. And then you take time for yourself. Start small. And then do things, everything on your own, by yourself. Don't try to delegate things. You're starting a business, you want to start a new venture, not sure? Okay, fine. You want a new venture? Not sure. Is it the right thing to do? Because that'll fill up your time for a long time. And so then what you do, you take up that smallest task of drawing a business plan. And now first sale you have to do, make the flyer, go and stick the flyer in some stores, and then get some clients, and then talk to them. Do everything by yourself. Small tasks out of your comfort zone. Not when you have a lot of free time, but when you take your important time out and then do this. So when you do go out of comfort zone and then do everything by yourself, then you will know if you're enjoying or not. If you're enjoying, then you go into flow, then that is it. That's what you found as your purpose and you do it. So dear friends, so we are essentially saying that there are three ways that we can, one can find. One is, through regular meditation, you will be able to slowly go into your purpose. Not clear, come and take up some meditation service. Not interested to do that either, then just do something. Experiment on life rather than just sitting idle and not doing anything. You got many ideas running in your mind, but you're not able to take action because you're fearful. You say jump in to do that thing that you're fearful about, and everybody comes to help you. Even to do something new, when you regularly meditate, you gain that courage to just go and then say, okay, let me just go and then give my time to that nonprofit. See what happens. Why not? Try it for 30 days. If it doesn't work, then you go to something else. Iteration, rather than having a lot of thoughts in your mind to conflictingly and don't do anything and sit idle at home. And time passes by, and then you say, okay, what did I do for 2 years after retirement? After I lost my job, 2 years is just wasted time. Right, friends? So I'd like to say that purpose of life is in many, many ways is understood very beautifully when we regularly meditate and regularly interact with people that are there in this field of meditation service to automatically know what I should do, right? That's when our life becomes meaningful. Let's go into meditation practice, dear friends. We're practicing breath-mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind and then be in the state of emptiness, rest the mind. We do this by observing a breath with our eyes closed, right? And so relax yourselves. We are starting with heart elevation process. Just follow my guidance for it. And then we're going to breath meditation, where you're closing your eyes and observing the breath simply. You're going to empty states in case thoughts come, and you bring your attention back to the breath, and again go into the empty states. We spend a long time in this breath meditation, but prior to that, we start with a little bit of heart elevation practice. You just follow my guidance if anybody's new out there. All right, friends? Let's go into meditation. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Relax your body.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area, resting your attention on your heart center.
connect with your beautiful heart. With your attention on your heart center, with a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the seat of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its energies of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past or from the vision of your future where you feel enormous love, joy, gratitude, or simply bring up an experience in the present, smelling a flower, playing in water, taking a walk in nature, helping somebody in need. Imagine and bring up that moment and feel that energy. Relive that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to spread that energy onto everything and everyone on this planet, or to someone who is in need, to help them heal, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. We're all deeply interconnected. Joy, compassion, gratitude, love, appreciation are all the ways to experience that connection, to become coherent.
Feel your heart center. Relive that moment. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are in a powerful group meditation, harnessing the energies of the group. When you observe your breath, your mind slowly becomes empty.
mind is becoming less and less of thought, calmer and calmer, and yourself to experience that greater calmness inside of you, emptiness all around you. Your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, that calmness.
emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, blackness of no body, of no thing, the more experiences you draw into your life. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness, that field of light. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. The longer we stay in the empty states of mind, the more you transcend your body. You go beyond matter. You experience emptiness and energy. Friends, as you are clearer in your mind of thought, as you are connected into this field of limitless possibilities, let's set greater intentions for a new life, for a great new day, and for a great time. Our thoughts and feelings draw our experiences into our life, dear friends. I would like you to affirm intentions with excitement for a new life. Friends, be excited about the infinite possibilities. Affirm these intentions. I lovingly release all that no longer serves me. Whatever you affirm, dear friends, with energy, with excitement, is slowly priming your subconscious mind. My past is past. I am free from my past. Come on, dear friends, be very conscious of these intentions that you are deciding for you to live in a new way. My past is past. I am free from my past. I forgive myself and others. I choose peace. Send that energy of forgiveness, dear friends, that no matter what, I forgive myself and others. I choose peace. Every experience has taught me something valuable. I carry that wisdom forward into my life. Affirm, dear friends. I let go of any regret and embrace the present. Embrace the present moment. Present is all there is. I am the creator of my reality, and my future is filled with possibility. Affirm it, dear friends, with excitement, with an emotion in your body. Believe in this process. I'm the creator of my reality, and my future is filled with possibilities as I change my vibration. New opportunities are flowing to me effortlessly. Welcome, dear friends, the opportunities. Every time you meditate, you are knocking on the doors of infinite possibilities. New opportunities are flowing to me effortlessly. I am open to abundance, success, and joy. Feel it, dear friends, as you affirm that joy. Welcome that joy, that success, that abundance. Bring up the flashes of these experiences of having them. Feel it, dear friends. Each day is a new start. I'm reborn in every moment. I take every day by the day. I create a great day for myself. Feel. My future is bright because I'm aligned with my higher self, with my meditations. Affirm, dear friends, believe in it. My future is bright as I'm aligned with my higher self. I'm ready to receive all that I've dreamed of and more. I trust the process of life. The best version of me is emerging. Feel. Affirm. That attracting, feeling that abundance, that higher understanding, sending that forgiveness, being grateful for whatever that you have. Relax, dear friends. You planted seeds of possibilities. You primed your subconscious. Recognize that whatever you emotionally embrace is manifesting into your physicality. Be grateful for this opportunity to create. Be grateful for to everything and everyone who will help you to create this future. Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, everyone in your life. To this grand nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, to technology, all systems, governments, companies, to yourself, and to this intelligent quantum field for helping us experience, helping us create a new life. Gratitude moves us into coherence and helps us draw and create more. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you experienced? Whenever you're ready, You can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
Okay, friends. I hope you all had a very good meditation. And today we have an announcement that we do have a book club. It's a Mind to Matter, and the batch one will be starting at 8:15 to 9:15 a.m. IST. And the host speakers are Gagan Mohan and Sridevi Shankar and Anushka. Batch 2, Vidya Sri Pulamarasetti and Sirisha B. Reddy. And it will be 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you, friends. And Rakesh sir will be leading the post session. Rakesh sir, please take over. And friends, if you have any questions, you can ask after the post session. Thank you so much.
Yes, we can take up a few questions. Important topic of purpose of life. Of course, when I started my practice, I didn't have anything to start with, that I had to solve this problem. But this question kept on coming. Why am I here? What am I doing? So this whole process really helped me to answer this question, because when we look back, a lot of times when we connect the dots from our past, you start recognizing there is a pattern. There's something that is, that is always nudging you, guiding you to do certain things. So that clarity will come when we practice meditation. You would be, would have done a few things. It's not necessary that everything is the purpose. The external purpose is the same, but there is always that internal need for certain things. Enjoy traveling. There is some things that you will keep getting back to, irrespective of what type of work that you're doing. So anybody has any questions? You're in the final week. In my case, I started recognizing this when I was about 3-4 months into the practice. I was this desire to become an entrepreneur, suddenly becoming stronger and stronger. I was not very sure earlier. I mean, I made some attempts but was not successful. So I'd almost given up. But then when meditation came into my life, this thing came back again, becoming very, very strong. And I took some time. You don't necessarily have to find on day one. But everything was those small bits. I was never into teaching meditation or teaching anything. Even whatever that I was not into teaching. But then I started and felt great. I said, okay, this is something I seem to be enjoying. May not have been good at the first time, but still enjoyed it. So I felt, okay, there is something around it. Always excited, of course. It's been this one of something using new technologies, understanding how technology can serve a purpose. So when all of this put together, again, understanding the science of the mind is always very interested for a long time. So when you put all of this together, suddenly there will be some realization, hey, this is what I want to be doing now. The very important concept, friends, brings so much of clarity in everything that we're doing today. No longer Mondays or Fridays, Sunday evening blues. Because when there is clarity, then it doesn't matter what day it is. Every day is a wonderful day. Okay. Yes. Yes, Suresh.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Thanks, Rajesh ji. Thanks for sharing your thoughts about your experience. I would say that I'm in a similar boat like you when you started your journey, right? I can share some of my experience. Finding a purpose is something, it's everyone's journey to figure out what they want, how they want, what satisfies them, right? Currently we are in a very competitive technology landscape, the industry that what I'm in. And, I do hold a senior position, and the organization expects more with less resources. That's typically like 2 or 3 people, they expect things to be done by one person. That's a reality we live in. And then, and they expect all the answers to be there. Things has to happen, right? So we are all the time in the time pressure, resource pressure, right? Delivery pressure. That's the landscape we are living in. But we have to figure out a way how to, find answers for ourselves, right? And a purpose too, right? I think this session was really good, to align the purpose and find out, what you want to do, what are your strengths and where you want to position yourself, That was good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. So one thing, especially when meditation comes to your life, external pressures are not the ones which will determine. You might be feeling something completely against what the external pressures are saying, but then you will have the courage to take it. In my case, at that time, I had an extremely great career work. I was heading a product engineering group. In fact, I had got some more responsibilities, which I was enjoying. It is not necessary I was not enjoying. And the logical thing to do was to continue and grow. But my heart, there was that feeling inside that, okay, now is the time to explore something new. That was much stronger. So when I asked Chandra ji, this is what I'm feeling. So he said, wait for 3 months. So I took that because I realized if it is really strong, I will get more answers. So I took time, but then I continued my practice. And I was able to take that step without fear. Even though everything was saying around me was saying, why are you taking this step? So yes, external pressures are there, but what is it that we are feeling? What is it right for us? What we enjoy, again, enjoyment is a way to kind of tell you what is it that aligns with what you want to be doing. So that meditation is what will help, and that is why meditation is a very, very, very important part of this process. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else has any thoughts you want to share? How it is helping you? Okay, so I think there's a question about, is purpose around materialistic fulfillment of life? Yes, we could be any. Again, when it comes to purpose of life, we do go through. There's no difference between a spiritual life and a material life in my understanding. Everything is spiritual. Enjoying the material life is a part of our spiritual experience. We experience, we are our physical body, our mental body, our intellectual body. We are that energy self and the whole. So all of it is us. So, but what gives us satisfaction is what is leading us to our purpose. So we utilize this body that we have to fully experience everything that we want to. So we don't necessarily, discard material life, but we see and we continue to see, how can I help others? Everything that I have, how do I become useful to everyone? That will bring a clarity. So instead of going after something, again and again, even though, you may not really help you or help anyone, just because others are doing it. So we move away from it. So yes, purpose of life can be to enjoy your material life, but we quickly get over it and say, how can I be of help to others? How do I make others experience what I'm experiencing? Okay, so there's another question. Do curses really work? I think we have to read these 4 agreements. This is a book we talk about how others influence our life. Nothing happens unless we agree to it. This is a very, very important understanding that we come to when we practice. Nothing happens until we agree to it. So as long as we practice, we stay with our higher self by practicing meditation, we have a choice to agree or not to agree. Anyone saying anything about us. So the only solution is practice meditation and have higher understanding. Read these books, understand, and when we implement it, then it becomes, we get clarity in this. Okay. Any other questions? If not, can we close the session? Madam?
Yes, sir, we can, if no questions are there, we can go ahead and close the session.
All right. The book name, I think, asking, it's 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's one of the books that is part of our recommended book list. So please do take. Very, very simple book, but gives a lot of insights into how we deal with others and our own situations. Okay. Thank you, friends. Come back again. Please go through this topic of purpose of life. You can go back and review in your the recordings. Spend time contemplating on this. Lata madam, what is your experience understanding purpose of life?
All right. Sagar sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. And thank you so much, friends, for joining to the session. And have a wonderful morning and Shubharatri. Thank you so much, and see you all again tomorrow morning. Thank you.
I am perfectly capable of creating a life I love. I am learning to trust myself and make peace with what I can't control. I always have a say in who I am today, and I can always change